Greetings, stamp pickers. I'm looking at something a little bit different today, so I'm looking at stamps on German covers. So I've picked up a folder, which I thought was interesting because I do collect German stuff. I do something a little bit different. So I thought we'd have a little look. Because stamp collecting is fun, but also covers can be fun. And stamps appear all over the place. They appear in singles, as doubles, on cards, on paper, in albums, on sheets, on envelopes, on postcards. So we'll have a little look what I'm on about today, and they're all behind. I think there's been some wear and tear going on in this. I'll get this one out first of all. And somebody looks to have mounted a couple of stamps there. So I'm looking at a photograph which has two stamps mounted on at the front of the Fotopost der Bildersnacht. I don't know what any of that means. But this may help as Europa Center Breitscheidplatz, Bezirk Charlottenburg. Charlottenburg being a famous area of Berlin, I believe. Der Fleißenseite. Construction of the Paris physics professor Bernard Gittel. So that is dated 1986, and these stamps commemorate that. So I'll put that back of the camera without destroying anything. Keep it nice and safe. So someone is, look at this. What's going on here? What's going down here? Bonn. I'm not sure. Deutsches Bundespost stamp. Schleswig-Holstein. Bundesrepublik of Deutschland. And again, it looks like a bit of a postcard. And another one there. Even clearer, we'll get this one out and have a look what this says. Again, we've got the Schleswig-Holstein 100 Pfennig Deutsche Bundespost Bonn 1 Wappen der Länder der Bundesrepublik Deutschland 14th of the 7th 1994. What is going on there? So it's a photograph. It's actually a photograph. It looks like a postcard. It isn't. It's a photograph, and there's nothing on the back. So it is a photo. This is somebody's collections of stamps, and he's mounting them a certain way. That's difficult to sort of get off. So I'll put them all back later. Let's go to the next two, which again looks photographic. Again, Bonn für der Wohlfahrtspflege, which is beach, I think. Pflege, I think, is beach. That's a lovely beach. It's stony. There's another one here. 1993. What a lovely place to live that would be. Look at all those ships and boats and... Wow. Yeah, so try and put these back somehow. Oh, I'll turn the page. Okay, here we've got some farm land, farm animals, sheep. Again, it's a photo, just a quick look at the back. Niedersachsen, so Saxony, 1993. And it's sheep. Put that in. We'll have a look at this. A tower of sorts. And Europa Marke. Erste Ausgabe. Again, the stamp is there. Not sure if it... Oh, and there's writing on the back with this one. So this is an official reproduction. Alle Reproduktionsrechte vorhanden. You know, it's strictly verboten to be just copying stuff willy and nilly. Landesbildstelle Berlin. This is where this is. That's the photograph of it. Bezirk Wilmersdorf, Grunewald. July 1982. Kaiser Wilhelm Turm. Kaiser Bill was, of course, the Kaiser. Lost the First World War, and I think he went to the Netherlands after to live in exile. So that's quite nice. So somebody's celebrating stuff. Modern architecture, by the look of it. Deutsches Architektur nach 1945, so just post-war, so they're banging up new build after the bombs, and you can see here the stamp is a replicant, or gives credence, gives solidarity, the Mittelpunkt, with the original building photograph. Is there anything in the back? Yes, so this is a Bezirk Tiergarten, Philharmonica, Kemperplatz. The architect was Professor Hans Scharoun. And this photo is from 1965, so 20 years old, that photo. And here we have what looks to be like a sporting endeavour. Judo, Fundane Sport, Erste Gabe, 1997. So again, the stamp is on this photo, and boom, it's an interesting way of doing stamps. You put a stamp on an appropriate photo or postcard. Here's another of these, Deutsche Architektur nach from 1945. So again, it's new build, and the stamp celebrates the 40th anniversary, maybe 97, so a bit longer. Yeah. Here we have Willy Brandt, who was Premier of Germany and died 1993, so we've got something going on here with him. Couple of cards. This is interesting. Writing on the back, always interesting. Helps, doesn't it? Treffpunkt der Gäste aus aller Welt. Der Berliner Wasserkorps vor dem Europacenter and Bright Scheidswatz. I don't know what any of that means. Someone has typed it out and stuck it on. Willy Brandt. And underneath is a castle type structure, is it? Not sure. This is 1998. And the photograph is actually 1980. So he's not sticking the stamp on. What he's done is he's found these photos. These official reproductions. And as he's found the stamp, years later, he or she or they have put them on. What a good idea. Interesting. That doesn't go slip back in easily. That's a couple of postcards. Let's see these, if there's anything here. Actually, he's left the back of them without the stamp, and he's put the stamp on the front. Which I suppose, if you're trying to display them, is it's an average idea. I don't know. Where is this place? Let's start with this. Barockstadt Wulde, Orangerie, the Orange House. And this is Santa Pauli Landungsbrücken, so it'll be a bridge somewhere. Mit Windjammern. So there should be a bridge. And there's the bridge, maybe. And Windjammern. Not sure what they are. Deutsches Bundespost. 1990. Interesting. We'll skip forward a little bit because there's a danger of repetitive strain injury here. Here's somebody enjoying fun. We like fun. Stamp collecting is fun. And this is a fun photo of people with dolls. The photo is an original 5 or Berliner Originale. Okay, it's got numbers in that. Afnahmen Dalenum, 1987. Internationales Draghorn Velfest. Not sure what that is, but it's a festival of sorts. Budapester Strasse, Bezirk Tiergarten. Wow. And the stamp, of course, celebrates the same. Maybe. I don't know. But it's... Ooh. This looks purely photograph. It's got an age on it, the photograph. It's a copy, possibly, of a photograph. And this is dated, cancelled 1984. But this is a photo before 84. I'd say late 40s, early 50s, maybe 60s. You know, look at the way this beautiful lady's dressed and the cars. Wunderbar. Wunderlich. Let's have a look at Kiel, which I think is a naval port, or was a naval port. It had been a submarine port. 2001, Kiel Landeshauptstadt. Well, there's a big old boat, Germany. And yes, there's writing on the back of the, and again the Schleswig-Holstein area. This is Friedrichshafen, so another port. 2002, big old cruising boat there for people to enjoy. People, they love to enjoy messing about on the sea. And Bodensee. Friedrichshafen und Bodensee mit Zeppelin Museum. So there's a museum there. The Zeppelin Museum. Did the Zeppelins fly from Friedrichshafen? Possibly. In Bodensee. Maybe. This looks old. It isn't. It's just a copy photo. Start Partnerschaften. Don't know anything here. Helmstedt. Blick auf den Catholic Church in Helmstedt. So that's quite nice. A plane. It's the plane. The plane. The plane coming into land here. And it's getting awful close. The 50-year Marshall Plan. That presumably is Marshall. That is a plane. That's quite interesting. 1997, so an anniversary, and we've got this is from 1948-49. So the Berlin blockade, Luftbrücke, Hausreihe links, Paradstraße, Betz Tempelhof. Tempelhof being a major airport. So that's quite an interesting historic photo, and someone's got the photo, the original. Well, not the original, but the official reproduction of the photo, and he's put a stamp on it because the anniversary of the Marshall Plan was coming up, and he thought that would be a good idea. Who Marshall was, I don't know. Was he American? Maybe. We'll do one more for cash, but as you can see, there's plenty, very plenty. We'll have a look at this character here. Don't know who he is, but he's got his own stamp. It's Ludwig Erhard. Ludwig Erhard, 1907 to 1977. He looks like he has a good time. He's a professor, and this is an official photograph of him from 1959. Bundeswirtschaftsminister, so he's Minister of State of some description. So that's quite nice. So I understand a little bit more now about what's going on. He's quite interesting. There, for example, is another one. These are, yeah, these are quite unique. That's just a copy. You can see Agfa paper. So he's printed some out, so he's had some. I mean, what is this here? I mean, this is interesting. I don't know what it is, but it's interesting, and it's got a lot of people. So there's lots of people out there, standing there. The Deutsche something works in Berlin. Do we have a date? 61. So again, sort of, you know, Cold War, deep into the Cold War, and somebody has got a stamp there, DGB. All these will be look-upable. They're very interesting. I hope you've enjoyed this in some way. If you're interested in German stuff, maybe not. But thanks for watching. My sinus is pretty bad. Sun's out. We've had a bit of rain. Have a fantastic day, everyone. Stamp collecting is fun, and this has been a new way to collect stamps for somebody. Bye for now.